Welcome to the Virtual Reality Pop Science courses, Our Solar System. Please follow the arrow indication. Aim the rising from the east of horizon every morning, expelling the darkness, bringing warmth to the earth, illuminating billions of years as one day. The sun, mother of our solar system. Our solar system is a celestial system, surrounded by the sun, compositing from the 8 planets, lots of small satellites, dwarf planets, and billions of small astronomical objects. How did the solar system form? Press the button. Let's start today's exploration. At the edge of our galaxy, there is a molecular cloud several times larger than our current solar system, composed of hydrogen and small amounts of oxygen. These gases and interstellar dust gathered in the nebula, rotating at a tardy speed. About 4.6 billion years ago, there was a supernova that exploded near the huge nebula. The energy emitted from the explosion accelerated the rotational speed of the nebula. The nebula began to change dramatically. Due to the influence of gravity, the center of the nebula began to collapse and shrink. Interstellar materials were attracted to the center of the nebula constantly. Lots of interstellar dust were attracted to the center of the nebula, accelerating the collapse. The appearance of nebula transferred to a disk shape, which is called the protoplanetary disk. After absorbing for tens of millions of years, a huge bright spot appeared in the center of the protoplanetary disk, the protostar, the luminous highlight of the early sun. The protostar absorbed most of the clouds and dust, leaving only a few interstellar materials for the planets and planetesimals. The protostar produced a lot of heat while contracting, converting all materials into gases. The metals and minerals with the distance about 8 million kilometers from the protostar, which have lower temperature, can solidify and not be absorbed by the original sun. Farther from the original sun, the temperature was much colder. Water, methane, ammonia, and other substances nearby the frost line were frozen solid. After 700 million years, the solar system was gradually formed. After colliding and merging, the interstellar dust rotating around the protostar became the prototype of the planets, the planetesimals. These planetesimals collided and merged, transformed to protoplanets. In the vicinity of the frost line, with a lot of ice and rocks gathered into larger planets. There's a protoplanetary nearby the frost line, spent only 3 million years to bond a giant planet, Jupiter. The enormous gravity of Jupiter, as a super vacuum cleaner of the solar system, absorbed the gases and the universal materials orbiting around it. Jupiter became the biggest planet in the solar system. The formation of Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune were similar to Jupiter. After absorbing enough materials around the orbit, these planets became the siblings of the solar system. Asteroid belt, a dividing line between Mars and Jupiter, splitting the solar system into inner solar system and outer solar system. Today, we will explore the outer solar system. It includes Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Press the button to start today's exploration. The giant planet in front of us is Jupiter. It is the largest and the heaviest planet in our solar system. Jupiter has enormous gravity, which can attract or bounce the asteroids and comets around its orbit. Due to the huge gravitational influence, Jupiter has the most amount of natural satellites. Ganymede is the largest moon of the solar system, which is even bigger than Mercury. Jupiter's surface has very strong storms and turbulence. There is a peculiar atmospheric phenomena on Jupiter's surface, the Great Red Spot. Its volume is even bigger than that of our Earth. Press the button. Next stop, we will go to Saturn. The main components of Saturn and Jupiter are gases. So scientists classified Saturn and Jupiter as the gas giants. Saturn's ring system is the most impressive landscape of the solar system. Let's dive into the rings of Saturn to take a look at the actual appearance of it. The rings of Saturn are made with countless ice chunks and rock debris surrounding it. The particles that make up the rings range in size from specks of dust to up to 10 meters. Titan, the largest moon of Saturn, is the only satellite which has thick atmosphere in our solar system. According to scientists' speculation, life may have existed on Titan, but it would be totally different than the type of life that exists on Earth. Press the button. We set out to Uranus now. The beautiful light blue planet is Uranus. Uranus is the coldest planet in our solar system. Most of the materials are frozen into ice, so Uranus and Neptune are called the ice giants. Uranus's rotation manner is very different from the other planets of the solar system, lying in a horizontal position, revolving around the sun, just like a rolling ball. Next stop, let's go to Neptune. Neptune, the farthest planet from the Sun. Neptune is extremely cold. The surface temperature of Neptune can be as low as -200 degrees Celsius. Due to the impact of extreme climate, the atmosphere of Neptune has the strongest storms in the solar system. Let's fly into Neptune's atmosphere to experience the power of the storm. The wind speed of Neptune can be up to more than 2,000 kilometers per hour. It is much faster than most jet planes. We still have a little time. Let's take a look at the edge of the solar system. This is Pluto. It was originally called a planet, but because Pluto's volume is too small, it left the ranks of the 9 planets to be called a dwarf planet by astronomy experts in 2006. Charon is the largest moon of Pluto. It is about half the diameter of it. Because of the gravitational influence, both from Pluto and Charon, they will revolve around each other. Scientists call this operating system the double dwarf planet system. Today, we introduced Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto in the outer solar system. Which one impressed you the most? Press the button to finish today's exploration. The solar system is a celestial system surrounded by the sun, compositing from the 8 planets, lots of small satellites, dwarf planets, and billions of small astronomical objects. The inner solar system, ranging from the sun to the asteroid belt, including 4 planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Press the button to start today's exploration. Mercury, the closest planet to the Sun, also the smallest one of the 8 planets. If we want to observe Mercury on Earth, you can only have a chance to see it in the early morning or evening when the sunlight is weak. The surface of Mercury has many craters, which is very similar to the Moon. Press the button. Let's look on the surface of Mercury. There is almost no atmosphere on Mercury's surface, so the temperature difference between day and night is very severe. The side facing the sun can be up to 430 degrees Celsius. However, on the backside, down to -180 degrees. Mercury's diurnal temperature is overwhelming in the solar system. Press the button. We will go to the next planet. Venus, the second planet closest to the Sun. Venus rotates from east to west, which is in contrast to all the other planets in the solar system. The size and structure of Venus is similar to Earth. It is also known as the sister planet of Earth, but Venus is not suitable for humans to live at all. Press the button. Let's land on Venus. The atmospheric concentrations of Venus is 90 times that of Earth, composed mainly of carbon dioxide. Due to the severe greenhouse effect, Venus became the hottest planet in the solar system. Whether it is day or night, the surface temperature of Venus is always up to 400 degrees Celsius. The sky of Venus is overcast with acid clouds. Because of the extremely high temperature, there's no rain on Venus. Press the button. We will go to the next planet. This beautiful blue planet in front of us is Earth, the largest planet we introduced today. The Moon revolves around our Earth. It is the only natural satellite of Earth. Our Earth is unique, in a moderate position with comfortable lighting and temperature, enough atmosphere to block the lethal ultraviolet rays. With these perfect conditions, Earth can nurture all things and has become the only suitable planet for creatures to live in our solar system. Now, we are going to the next planet. Press the button. Let's go to Mars. The diameter of Mars is about half of Earth, with an orange appearance and two tiny natural satellites orbiting around it. To compare with all other planets in our solar system, the geological and climatic conditions of Mars are closest to Earth, so it is also the most carefully explored planet within our solar system. Press the button. Let's go to the surface of Mars to take a look. The surface of Mars is similar to Earth, with mountains, canyons, 4 seasons, with nearly 24 hours per day. Although Mars is full of sand dunes and stones as a desert planet, scientists found that surface soil on Mars contained abundant water years ago, which means Mars still has enough water resources. We all know that water is the source of all life. It gave birth to Earth. Can we find the evidence of the existence of life on Mars? So far, scientists are still trying to find out. Okay, we introduced Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars today. Which one impressed you the most? Press the button to end today's exploration.